Hi everybody, welcome to this recording of the Calm and Precise Putting Workshop due to go out live on the 1st of September. Those of you that did arrive for the workshop will know that I've had some trouble with Zoom this evening here in the UK, and so I've not been able to go out live. So I'm going to sit to make this recording separately, and this will come out to you the next day. So apologies for those of you that did turn up. I'll explain that in the email as well that comes out. But hopefully you'll enjoy the workshop and find this useful. We are going to be doing some eyes closed hypnosis as part of this workshop. Probably be running for about 40 minutes, maybe 45 minutes or so altogether. I'm going to talk through the process of hypnosis, a little bit about how it works. Some of you will have heard this before, I'm sure, because I know there's some regular people booked into this workshop. But some of you, it'll may be new to you. Just follow along and hopefully you'll learn some more about why this process works, because it is quite useful to know how it works in order to help it work as well. So I'm Steve Woods, I'm a hypnotist. I've been doing hypnosis for over 17 years now, and over that time I've worked through the therapeutic areas, but in these last, 5-6 years, probably longer than that really, I've been helping people perform better, helping them with sports, with business, and now niching down very much into the world of golf. Golf is, as I'm sure you'll all agree in this workshop, golf is very much a mindset game, very much played in the head before anywhere else. People often say, and it's played in the top 2 inches. So hypnosis lends itself very nicely to actually being able to help with the issues around golf. The workshop today is focused on putting. So we're going to be using some focusing around calm and precise putting, slowing things down maybe a little bit, getting your routine right, feeling as though you're stepping into the zone when you're on the green, those sorts of things. If you've done some work with me before, some of the things will resonate with you already. There might be some of the things that are a little bit different as well, but the aim is to get you some absolute benefit. When we do get to the eyes closed part, obviously only listening and watching, but listening at that stage, because you're going to close your eyes if you're in a position where you are safe to close your eyes. So not driving, not operating machinery, not doing anything that might be a danger to yourself or anyone else around you. And I'll cover that when we get to that point. So what is this hypnosis thing? Hypnosis is about getting to the inner part of the mind. Often we talk about being in two minds about something. I wish I could do this thing. I'm in two minds about whether to do it or not. Or sometimes you might talk about yourself as part. Again, or wish I could lose some weight, but part of me love cream cakes. Those sorts of things that we might say. And we are right. Our mind is in two parts. Probably a lot more than that as well. But there are two main significant parts: the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. Now, I like to think when I sort of make the conscious mind, I do it like this, because the conscious mind is the filter. It's the bit I'm talking to now really, as you're sat listening to this. I'm speaking to your conscious mind. Conscious mind is the critical faculty, the filter. Subconscious sits behind it and only receives what gets past the conscious mind. That's the beliefs and those sorts of things. But what does get to the subconscious is the doing part of the mind. It's the part of the mind that can just get on and do things. Hypnosis is about getting to that subconscious part of the mind and helping that part of the mind do things better. And it can do that really easily, really quickly as well, because it's all about that part of the mind visualizing success, practicing success. So what normally happens is, as we're going about our day, our subconscious mind is running scenarios mostly around protection. It's interested in protection, it's interested in pleasure as well, but mostly around protection. If it thinks there's something that's a danger to us, even if that's just previous humiliation or embarrassment, it will create bad feelings, try and make us run away from it. That's the way that it's working. What we want to do is get your subconscious mind in a position where, when you think about your putting as an example for this workshop, actually it feels better, because today you're going to practice that calm and precise putting. You're going to practice getting that exactly right for you. Now, if I said to you, just close your eyes and imagine it going really well and it'll be fine next time you go to put, conscious mind's going to filter that and go, what a load of rubbish. How can that just pretending make any difference? And it will never get to the point where the subconscious mind can practice it and work on it. So what we need to do today is relax the conscious mind out the way, gain access to the subconscious, and get the subconscious imagining, yes, visualizing success. Now, this state of hypnosis happens naturally. as well. It's not just about me sitting down in front of you and asking you to do certain things to get into hypnosis, and I'll cover that before we do it. Actually, it happens when we're distracted. It happens when we're emotional as well. So there are times when in life, particularly if as a child, if a child's upset, subconscious mind is left quite open at that point. So the things we say as adults, as parents, grandparents, actually those things go in, those things can get into the subconscious and can start to become a belief, because as far as the subconscious is concerned, it must be okay because it's got through the conscious mind. But actually the conscious mind is busy dealing with the upset, dealing with whatever's happening in that child's life at that moment. Even as adults, the same thing can happen. You may have once had an email from your boss and it's made you go, oh, because it wasn't news you wanted to hear. And several jobs later, your boss's email address in that current job flashes up on your screen as a notification, and you might still get that sickening feeling. What's going wrong now? What's going to happen now? Because there was that one moment when you were emotional, the words in that email went in, the contents of that email went in, and started to become a belief that that's always going to happen every time that an email arrives from your boss. So there's lots of examples. When you're falling asleep as well, you get to that point where consciously you can't really move, but subconsciously your mind is still working, it's still operating. That's a good point, a good place to put in positive affirmations as well. So positive things you can have nice repetition playing at the side of the bed as you fall asleep, and then actually those will get into your subconscious mind, making them quite precise, quite specific. And there's quite a lot of work on the internet about affirmations, but it's a great time to make use of those things and to put some positive stuff in there. Like I say, subconscious mind is interested in protection and pleasure. So if you give it some good emotions, some good feelings, actually it'll start to believe those things quite quickly, quite easily. Also, when you sat in front of a hypnotist and they get you into hypnosis as well, it's that point where your subconscious is more forward. I was going to say more dominant, that's probably the wrong word, but it's more available. So stuff then that the hypnotist asks you to imagine in hypnosis, you're doing in the subconscious. Subconscious is going, well, that must be okay because it's got past the conscious mind. And so it actually will start to make those new habits and new behaviours quite quickly. So today we're talking about making new habits and behaviours up on the green. That's our focus for today. Some of these techniques you can use all over. It's a lot around visualization of success, and you'll all be in different states of your game and different stages of your game as well. So today I'll be keeping it deliberately quite vague because I want you to get the best from this. It can sometimes be about finding your why as well. When something's not going well, we've got the putting yips or the chipping yips. It's hard probably to visualize what success is going to look like, and hard maybe to visualize future. Often people come to me and they'll say, I'm just about to give up my game, really. I've had enough, fed up with this thing, going to sell my clubs, going to pack it up. So at that point it would be quite hard if I said, well, can't you imagine still playing in a year's time? You're probably going to go, no, I can't really get that. Again, when you're in hypnosis, you're accessing that doing part of your mind, that all creative part of you. It's a point where that actual visualization, that horrible interview question that we get, where do you see yourself in a year's time, 5 years time, 10 years time even? Actually, if you ask somebody that in hypnosis, they'll generally get a really clear vision quite quickly, because it's their all-knowing, all-creative side of themselves, and not the doubting conscious, not the bit that's going to go, well, that's never going to work, I'm never going to be playing golf and maybe even earning money from it, or whatever the deep-rooted plans and goals might have been in the past. The conscious mind will filter those and go, I can't play, I've got the yips, I've got this thing. Subconscious though will go, yes, when everything's going right, this is what I want to be doing. I want to go and play at a famous golf course. I want to go and play in a famous tournament, something that's quite well known, a big pro-am or something like that. And great, because by finding that why and finding that direction, actually then the visualization becomes even easier. Because you're creating great emotions, you're then going to go to that point in hypnosis, visualize yourself in that successful position and all your shots flowing easily and naturally, and being able to focus and enjoy your game and compete at that level or play at that particular course. What's that going to feel like, look like, smell like, taste like, even being there? So then we're creating those great feelings around that. Subconscious mind feels as though it's happening now, and it starts to do what it needs to do then to make these things take place, to make these things happen. So you can use it as well, as I say, to get that clarity about the why. But then that why then becomes a nice driving force for success as well. So much so, I've had some people where have been working not in the golf game, but maybe in their business, where it's all been about the end result. And as a result of them going forward in time, 5 years, 10 years, and experiencing their business success, actually the things they know they should be doing, they start to do. They start to drop in place and they start to do those shoulds. So, yeah, really good way of getting that motivation. Okay, so let's get on towards doing some work now. A couple of questions I normally ask people before we do some work. I ask somebody how do they imagine it's going to feel? So how do you imagine it's going to feel to be hypnotized today? That's the physical feeling I'm looking for. And I get a few different things. People talk about being out of it, being asleep, being unconscious maybe, just being sleepy, all sorts of answers. And there isn't really a wrong answer, because if you're doing this for the first time, your mind needs to learn how to be hypnotized. And I can't tell you then exactly how you're going to experience it. I can tell you though, you never lose awareness, you never lose control. If there's noises outside, I've shut the windows and everything. It's going to be warm in here now, but I've shut the windows and everything so you don't get too much background noise as you're getting on this recording. But actually, if there were background noises or noises where you are, you will hear them, you'll be aware of them. If anything happens that needs your immediate attention, you'll become aware and alert and able to deal with it. If the internet stops or the recording stops as you're going through this recording, again, you'll become aware and alert and able to restart the recording to deal with the problem. You can still fidget, you can still move. We're not going to be in the hypnosis for doing anything like the full hour today. It's probably going to be 20-25 minutes. But actually, if you want to have a better expression, if your bum goes numb while you're in hypnosis, you can fidget and you can move around. You're not out of it. Now, normally I'd be watching you all and I'd be able to interact if I needed to with anybody. But of course, everyone's getting this as the recording this time around. So I will stop though. I'm going to stop the session just the same as I would doing a live one and get you to open your eyes, because I want you to notice how things feel physically when you're in hypnosis. So many people come to me and they'll say, oh yeah, a friend of mine tried hypnosis, didn't work for them. They weren't hypnotized. They could hear the cars outside. They could hear other things going on. You will do. So if nobody's taken the time to get you to notice how it feels, whether it be a heaviness, a relaxed feeling, just a chilled out feeling, but if nobody's taken the time to get you to notice that, then why would anything work? Why would you get any changes? Because your mind, you're sitting there going, well, if I'm not hypnotized, then how can any of this stuff that he's talking about work? So yeah, we'll stop and just check in, as I say, and make sure that you know. And also, every time you listen to this part, the hypnosis part, or the whole recording if you really want to, but every time you do the hypnosis part, actually gets better as well, because your mind is learning how to do this. If we've worked together or you've done something similar, your mind will go down that route pretty quickly and pretty easily as well. But I'll still run through that full process. So talking of that, the other question I ask is, how does somebody imagine I'm going to get them into hypnosis today? And again, question, we get all answers around swinging watchers and me talking to them and getting them to focus on a spot on the wall, all sorts of answers. We're a little bit more limited online anyway, but it's me talking to you. I'm going to talk you through a nice head to toe type relaxation, a little bit of breathing, a little bit of counting, thinking about muscles relaxing as well. It's going to be going into a really nice place first of all, and that nice place doesn't have to be golf related. In fact, it's better if it's not golf related, because it's just a stopping off point in your mind to get all your senses working, get your imagination working, and then you're able to move into your putting. Normally we'd go off and do work in different places, but today we're going to go off from that place, from your special place, onto the greens and do some work on there after we've had a little check-in and just made sure that you know how you feel and you notice how you feel. So that's the process. The only thing really to add to this is try not to try, because if you're trying too hard, then actually you're keeping that conscious part of your mind too involved. So as much as you can, just letting yourself go with the flow, almost as if you're not bothered whether you get anything or not from it. That's actually the best approach to have. Let your mind follow along. So you'll get the opportunity to stop and check in. You'll get the opportunity to come back and listen to this as often as you like as well, to build on the experience, to build on you getting better and better at doing this. Okay. So just as that reminder, only doing this part if you are in a position where it's safe to close your eyes. not driving, not operating machinery, not doing anything that might be a danger to yourself or anyone else. As if the recording stops, you'll become aware and alert, able to deal with it. If anything happens that does need your attention, again, you'll become aware and alert and able to deal with it. You're not out of it, so you would know about it and be able to deal with it. Otherwise, sitting comfortably. You can do this laying down, but ideally sitting. If you're a bit tired and you do this laying down, there is a danger you might fall asleep. Again, you'll wake up naturally, but actually we want to keep that active imagination working. We want to keep that focus working so that you're in it, you're in the zone, and you're on the green and you're putting. So sitting is best. Headphones, if you've got them, as long as there's not too much noise around, that's absolutely fine anyway, as long as you can hear me really. So sitting comfortably, feet flat on the floor if you can. If they're up and reclined, that's fine as well. Just so that you feel nice and grounded, nice and balanced. And then closing your eyes and just following along now with my instructions. Just starting to think about, first of all the little muscles in your cheeks, those muscles around your eyes, and imagining those muscles relaxing. Allowing those muscles to get soft, to get lazy. You might tense them, let them go. You might just imagine them soft and relaxed and lazy. There really is no wrong way for you to do this. Whatever way you do this is absolutely right for you. Those muscles relaxing, your eyelids relaxing. Your eyelids getting nice and lazy, nice and heavy. Eyelids getting so lazy, so heavy now that you don't want to, but even if you did want to, that you just wouldn't be able to open your eyes. Then taking that feeling from behind your eyes, letting it move up over your forehead, up over the top of your head, down the back of your head, down into your neck and your shoulders. It's a wonderful warm band of relaxation, relaxing every nerve, every muscle, every fibre as it moves. As every deep breath now, every firm beat of your heart, just helping to slow things down, as you allow that feeling to continue to move from your neck, from your shoulders, moving down through your arms. Nice warm band of relaxation. Moving all the way down through your arms. Right the way down into your lower arms. All the way down to your hands, all the way down to your fingers. That same feeling moving then from your neck and your shoulders, moving down through the centre of your body. Just following along with my instructions. That feeling moving right down through the centre of your body, all the way down and into your legs. Moving right down through your legs. Everything relaxing, everything getting lazy and heavy as that feeling moves right the way down into your lower legs and all the way down to your feet. And then from your feet, just letting that feeling escape, allowing that feeling to escape into the floor, into the air, wherever feels natural. And then noticing another nice wave of relaxation, head to toe, just following it down. And then starting to think about now your wonderful place, your perfect place. Now, if you're doing this for the first time, allow yourself to go to a wonderful place. Like I said before, it doesn't need to be anything to do with golf. It can be, but doesn't need to be. To finding yourself in that place, starting to look around, starting to notice the details, letting that detail get better, letting that detail become nice and clear, nice and bright. Going with whatever place your mind gives you. If you're doing this for the first time, whatever place your mind gives you is the right place to go with. Don't worry if it's not too clear, be fine. It will get better. Don't worry if your conscious mind sometimes just wanders to other thoughts, just like it might do in any conversation, because you can just grab it, bring it back, and each time it comes back, it'll come back with more focus, more attention, able to stay focused for longer. Noticing the textures, the things that you can reach out and touch in your place. things that you're naturally in contact with. Noticing the temperature, it's absolutely perfect. It is your perfect place. Even noticing the sounds and the smells, everything about it. As you just let go. Never losing control, of course, never giving up awareness, but just being able to let go. Safe in the knowledge that if anything should happen with this recording and stop it, that you'll be able to become aware and alert and restart it, deal with it. If anything happens that needs your immediate attention while you're in hypnosis, you'll become aware and alert and able to deal with it. But we don't need to worry about that right now, because right now I'm going to count down from 10 down to 1. And each number down will let you step a level deeper, let you sink a level deeper, whatever that level is for you. As you find your way into or back into, if you're doing this for more than once or you've already worked with me, back into that nice deep relaxation, that nice hypnotized feeling. So starting at 10, feeling that step down to 9, stepping down to 8, every nerve, every muscle, every fibre is limp and loose and lazy. You step down to 7 and 6, still in that wonderful place, that perfect place, just sinking down deeper and deeper down. Stepping down to 5 and 4. Every out breath letting you sink that a little bit deeper into whatever it is you're resting on today. As it gets softer and softer, more and more comfortable. And you can step down to 3 and 2, all the way down to 1. Wonderfully relaxed, wonderfully calm, wonderfully comfortable. And just enjoying that special place, that perfect place. Just letting everything slow down. Maybe noticing that heaviness in your arms or your legs or both. Just that nice relaxed feeling. Just letting go. Now in a moment, I'm going to count up to 3. On the count of 3, you'll be able to open your eyes. You'll notice, just spending a moment or two, just noticing how you feel. You'll stay hypnotized. You'll stay relaxed to whatever level you've reached. But you will be able to open your eyes. When I get you to close your eyes again, finding that actually, if it's appropriate, if you've got more levels to go down, that you'll be able to sink even deeper down, even further down. So 1, 2, 3, you can open your eyes. Now at the moment you're still hypnotized. So it's just a case of noticing, not only one-to-one and have a quick conversation, but just notice how you feel, briefly. Relaxation, physically, maybe that heaviness, comfortable though. And once you've noticed it, then it's time to close your eyes again. Remembering each time you use this as a recording, the experience can be different as well. Getting better each time. But now with your eyes closed, you can step back into your wonderful place, your perfect place. Nice and easily, nice and comfortably. It's a bit like stepping back into a room after a conversation. I imagine your place probably isn't a room, but if it was, that's fine as well. But that's the feeling. Now, as I mentioned earlier on in the talk, subconscious mind, that inner part of your mind that you're getting to now, the inner part of your mind doesn't mind whether you are visualizing something in the future, whether you're remembering something from the past, or whether something's happening right now. As far as your mind is concerned, whatever you're working on is a right now experience. So with that in mind, now step up onto the green. Step up into your putting area. You can be on a practice green, you can be in the middle of a game. It's under your control though. So you've not got people waiting. You always just sort of pause things while you get things sorted out. You might be thinking about a particular putt that was challenging recently. You can go back there, but go back there and run it in this new way that I'm going to talk you through. Remembering why we're doing this. We're creating these new experiences for your subconscious mind. We're creating these new habits. So next time you go to put, your mind will check in and go, yeah, last time I did this, it went great. So with that in mind, approach your put. Place your ball if you've got a marker in place. If your ball's still already in place, that's absolutely fine. But as you approach that ball, start to think about your routine, but the routine that you should be using, because potentially you're not. Up to this point, you might be, that's fine, but you might not be. You're all in different places, all doing different parts of this. So give yourself time, give yourself the chance now to run through your pre-put routine. It's feeling calm, feeling settled, feeling comfortable. Not over comfortable, but a general comfort for being up there on the green. Doesn't matter if people are waiting, doesn't matter about anything other than you, the ball and the target. And of course we know the target is that hole. Even thinking about that hole, a bit like a black hole in space. Everything being drawn into it. It's almost like there's no choice. Your ball, it just wants to draw it in. Even the energy on your putter you can feel, it brings your whole attention to that hole, that black hole in space. And everything about it. As you're focused, you're in flow. You can feel that nice energy as you step through now your rhythm, your flow of your routine. That step by step by step, all the way through, really visualizing success, you're reading the green, you're doing everything you should be doing. All of those shoulds again. All the way through to that nice, balanced and flowing put. That perfect put. Because this is your opportunity to practice and let practice make perfect. But it's your opportunity as well to practice in a perfect way. So if something doesn't look right and feel right as you're running through this routine, as you're running through this practice, stop it, rewind it, change it, make it right, and run it again. Nice flow, nice energy, nice rhythm, nice balanced put. That sound of that perfect put. And seeing the ball on target. Seeing the ball exactly where you want it to go. Knowing that if you did make a mistake, it is just that. You can reset from it. Next time you step up to the ball, feeling that feeling of first shot of the day. No matter where you are on the course, no matter, even if this is on the 18th, because that way you're focused just on that particular shot. And you will always do it at your best. You'll always do it with that calm and precise mind, that focused mind. Allowing yourself to do this. This isn't about making yourself make these changes. This is about allowing yourself to do the shoulds, the things you know you should be doing. To focus on those positives. To feel that great rhythm, that great pace of your game, reflecting in that rhythm and flow of your putting. Visualizing success. Now, the more times you can practice this in this short session, the more that this will become a reality for you. Because each time you're training your subconscious mind to practice success, to be successful. Nice flow, nice energy, nice one-piece put, nice balanced put. Now you might step out and watch yourself from a distance. Be someone else waiting to put, seeing how you approach the ball, how you place the ball if you've got a marker in play, and how you run through that focused routine. How you can really see yourself focused on success. How you can really see that ball on target and notice how it is that black hole in space drawing everything into it. Just as if your ball has no choice. Focusing all your attention. We often focus on what we're trying not to do. Now you're focusing on what you are doing. You're focusing on success. You're focusing on achievement. You're focusing on your ball on target. Maybe even hearing it on target. Hearing that ball, if you're close enough to the hole as it goes in, just hearing that sound. certainly seeing it go in as you watch that version of you, that focused and concentrated version of you, but a relaxed concentration, a relaxed focus. But as you see that version of you make that successful put, step back into being yourself, move to another green, or repeat the same one again. If your mind thinks you need to practice this particular put, that's absolutely fine. But it's also absolutely fine to move to another green, stepping up to the ball, running through your routine, feeling that hole, like that black hole in space, drawing everything into it. Your focus is on that hole, everything about it. Yes, you're still making sure you read the grid, you look at the lie of the land, everything about it, everything that you know you should be doing to have that perfect, precise put, that calm put. Sometimes maybe slowing things down a little bit, just enough to capture some awareness. Often we rush, if we think people are waiting, we'll rush through our routine, we'll rush through our preparation, no matter what sport you do. But teaching your mind today that it's okay to slow things down. It's okay to have that nice, calm, relaxed approach of rhythm, of flow, of being that best version of you. Just feeling good, feeling confident, feeling nice flow, nice energy, visualizing put after put. Each time you use this recording, you can focus in a different way. That's absolutely fine. And just letting go of anything that's stopping you from putting at your best. And then grabbing those feelings, grabbing those successes, those achievements, grabbing them, making them yours, hugging them into you, squeezing them into you, and bringing them back into your wonderful place, your perfect place. It's taking a moment to let those changes, upgrades, feelings soak in. To allow those feelings to become you. Every part of you, every cell smiling and happy. Tips of your toes, tips of your fingers, top of your head. Every part of you. Ready to get out there on the course. Ready to get out there particular and focusing on the greens. Thinking about what we've been doing today, but not forcing it. Allowing it to happen. And it just being in that wonderful place. That perfect place. Calm, relaxed and comfortable. Because in a moment I'm going to count from 1 to 5. On the count of 5, and only on the count of 5, you'll smile, you'll stretch, you'll open your eyes, becoming fully wide awake, fully alert, feeling really good, feeling really well. You'll feel as though you've just had a really good sleep. Not been to sleep just yet though, you've only been relaxed, you've only been hypnotized. When you do go to bed to sleep at the appropriate time, you'll sleep deeply, calmly and soundly, only needing to wake if there's an emergency or anything else that you need to deal with. Otherwise, waking at the appropriate time, feeling really good, feeling really well and ready to face the day. Remembering everything about this session. Subconscious mind remembers every moment. Conscious mind remembers as much as it would do from any conversation. And that's fine because it's your subconscious that makes those changes. And generally feeling really good. Feeling better than you felt for some time. So 1, feel a little less relaxed. 2, feel a surge of energy now through your body, whole body becoming energized as that energy level builds up. 3, take a deep, deep breath of cool, clear mountain air, filling your lungs with life-giving oxygen. 4, feel cool, clear mountain spring water wash the backs of your eyes, your nose, your mouth, your throat. Your chest clear, your stomach's clear, and your head's clear. Your nose, your mouth, and throat's clear. Your eyes are bright and shiny. And 5, eyes open, wide awake, nice stretch, nice smile. Welcome back. Oh, just taking a moment just to settle. So that's the hypnosis part. So that's very much focused on success, replacing any old feelings, any feelings that are negative that are blocking you. Quite generic. Often when I'm working with somebody, it will be a lot more specific and go after real specific issues in the put-in, which I can't do that in a group workshop. Excuse me. And There's a few other things that there's not time as well to bring in a focus zone and things like that. If you want to have a chat about doing some work directly, just reply to the email that you get this link on for the recording, and we can arrange to have a chat, no obligation conversation, just for us both to learn more. Also, if there's any feedback, normally in the live workshop, I normally just get a bit of feedback at the end or answer some questions as well. So any questions, any feedback, then feel free to drop me a message back or contact me through social media as well. I'm at Steve Hypnosis on most social media platforms. So welcome back. Thanks very much for following through with this and having a watch and listen to the recording. You can come back and do this last bit in particular as often as you like, because you can do that hypnosis bit as often as you like, and it's still generic, but you'll still get benefits from it as well. I'll include, the link will take you into the website anyway, and there is the option in there as well for a free self-hypnosis download just based on golf. So it's audio only, and it's the overall game as well. So you'll see that when you come to the website to watch this recording. Otherwise, I hope you've had a great time. Apologies again to those that did try to get into the live and we couldn't get in. Hopefully next time we'll be able to get that live working properly. Not sure quite. I'm going to go away now and try and do some fixing around Zoom. But yeah, look forward to having a chat with you soon. So any questions, give me a shout. Take care. Have a great rest of the day. Bye for now.